This week's weather may have given our furnaces a reprieve, but I'm sure it's only brief. Our household energy budget is switching from cooling to heating. And to make sure we're getting the most for our buck, our furnace needs need to be in proper working order. Joining me with advice is Jeff Reed with Custom Air. Welcome back again, Jeff.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's 70 degrees out and we're not thinking about that. That's the problem, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but wait till Monday.
That's what I'm saying. People do wait till the last minute.
Oh, absolutely. It never fails. It's the hottest day or the coldest day when you need us the most.
Yeah. So what should people do now in preparation?
Well, right now, I'd highly recommend getting your system checked out, your furnace. It's amazing, just a basic maintenance program through Custom Air, what we can provide you, cleaning the system up, making sure the safety devices are working properly, the gas pressures, all the things that relate to energy that use more gas. We can clean these items up and make the unit work very efficiently.
So sort of sitting dormant for a few months like that is really important to sort of do, just like a car, I guess.
Absolutely.
Regular maintenance, get it tuned up.
Exactly. I mean, you don't drive your car without changing the oil.
You're right.
And when you start up your furnace, you need to have it checked out. Same thing in the air conditioning season.
Will that make a furnace or a unit last longer with this regular maintenance?
Absolutely. Proper maintenance will help your system last longer, but most importantly, safety. We have many times we'll go in and check the flue pipes, and there'll be dead birds, dead squirrels, and by getting it maintained and checked out, it's going to run more efficient and last longer.
Well, how do you know, or how does a household owner know when they should replace that furnace?
Usually we tell our customers 10 to 12 years, you should really be thinking about the potential of replacing it in the next few years, especially with more efficient heating and cooling systems that are available today.
Those are the things you find in.
Yeah, there's the dead bird. We pulled that out a couple weeks ago, and that one had been there for a little while.
For little birds.
A skeleton.
And so what will that do to someone's unit? I mean, they didn't know it was there.
Right, and the unfortunate part of that is the furnace would come on, it would go to vent up the chimney in that particular case, and there's a blockage. Mm-hmm. So the chimney gases come out into the house because there's nowhere else for it to go. That's where you see carbon monoxide. And, you know, we hear all the horror stories every year, and it's about this time of the year where carbon monoxide was a problem in a home, and unfortunately sometimes it's a bad situation.
And that is a very important thing for people to think about. I'm glad you brought that up, Jeff, because obviously we want to stay warm, we want our furnace to work, but we also want to stay alive.
Absolutely. And by keeping the system clean and getting it checked out, it's worth the money to do so.
Ductwork. That all, goes along with cleaning the ductwork, making sure that the furnace and the air all goes through.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you think about how many times a month you sweep your carpet with the sweeper. Ductwork is moving air usually year-round in your home. So all of that particulate goes through the ductwork and is distributed out through the registers into your home.
And so now we're looking at some video of some of that ductwork cleaning. The way you do it is you really go into every duct.
Every register.
Every register.
And what we do is we blow the air back to the main heating system, captured in a machine, and then we take all the particulate, and remove it from the home. So it's good and clean, and you have fresh air.
You know, there are people watching this that think, I really don't need to do that. I don't have any pets, or you're rolling your eyes. You've seen some folks that go, I'm going to have you here, but it's been a few years, and you're surprised, and they're surprised at what you find.
My wife is a fanatic about keeping the house clean, but it is amazing. After about 2 or 3 years, go pull your register off in the floor, put your hand down in there, and see what comes out. And you'll be amazed. Yeah, and you think you're a great house cleaner, and you're cleaning the carpets and everything, but all of that goes through the ductwork system, and over time it accumulates.
Okay, now here's another picture. You sent us some really doozies of pictures this week, Jeff.
Yes.
Here's the one of where was this? This is a squirrel found.
We had a no heating situation in a home earlier this week. Our service technician went down to check out the furnace, pulled off the flue pipe, and found this dead squirrel. The squirrel's head is actually in what we call the inducer motor, and it killed the squirrel at that point, plugging up the furnace, making it so it wouldn't operate. But,
well, we do live with animals, and so every once in a while we
that squirrel was looking to stay warm.
Sure. And before we go, one more thing, programmable thermostats.
Right.
We talked a little bit about this before, but the advantages of them.
Well, if you have a set schedule, you get up, you wake up at 6 in the morning, you go to work by 8, from 8 to 5 you're at work, that is a great time to set back your thermostat and save energy. Mm-hmm. And by installing one of these devices, you can save anywhere from 8 to 20% based on how far you set it back. And we recommend not getting crazy with the setback mode, but some people want to conserve more energy and they set it back a little further.
And then you don't have to think about it. It just does it.
It does it automatically. And the new thermostats, they have intelligent recovery, so they know when you're coming home. They start heating up a couple hours before you get there, so when you get home, it's nice, toasty, warm.
Intelligent recovery. Can you give that to my children? Because I think that might work. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.